Hey guys, welcome back to another Discord.js tutorial. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to make an anti-invite link system. Just a quick heads up, we'll be checking the invite before deleting it so that the server invite links can be posted in the server. If you need any help, feel free to join the support server. Links will be in the description. Alright, before we start, I would just like to say that I'm actually using Discord.js version 13, so simply do npm install discord.js at dev, and then you can get Discord.js version 13. Alright, the first thing you want to do is you want to find for your index.js, and then you want to find for your client declaration. So this is Discord.js version 13, so you just want to go to intents and you want to enable a new intent, which is guild underscore invites. So you can fetch all the invites from a specific server. The next thing you want to do is you want to find for your ready events. So I currently have a event handler. If you have it in index.js, sure, you can just do it in index.js. So just go to this event right here, and then we're just going to do a few things. Once you're in here, we're just going to do client.guilds.cache, and then in here, we're just going to filter out the servers that we have permissions in. So you can do that by doing filter g, and then we can do g.me.permissions.has, and then we're going to check if we have managed guild permission. Alright, and then once we get the guilds that we have, we can simply run dot for each, and we can just do g and then g.invites.fetch, and we can update the cache by doing catch and true. Okay, once you're done with that, we're going to create a new event, a new message event. So I'm just going to name this file anti-invites.js. You can name it whatever you want, or you can do it in index.js, sure, no problem. So in here, we're just going to do client.on message create, and then message create is actually the same thing with message, but it's just going to change the name to message create. So we're just going to use the message create event. So comma async message. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to check if it's actually in a guild. So you can do that by doing if it's not in a guild, and then you can just do return. Okay, next we're going to define a function to delete the message. So I'm just going to use this function a few times, so I'm just going to declare it right now. So function is equals to delete message, and then we can do message.delete as well as message.channel.send no advertisements in here. Okay, so this is the function. Okay, so before we start, I'm actually going to explain a little things about the invite system. So let me just go to tutorials. Perfect. Okay, so there is two auto embed invites in Discord, which is discord.gg recon. Okay, the other one is discord.com/invite/recon. So there is discord.gg and as well as discord.com/invite. So I don't know the other invites. I don't know, like, if there is other. The only things that I know is discord.gg and discord.com/invite, and I'll touch on discord.io later. Okay, later in this video. So let's just focus on these two right now. So I go in here. We're just gonna do const links, and then just passing the links that we said earlier. Const links, you can array discord.gg/ as well as discord.com/invite/. Okay, and then we're gonna use a for loop to check for each. Let me just show you later. Const link of links, and in here we can just do if message.content dot includes link, if it includes the link, and then we can actually do something more easier, more prettier. You can use an inverse operator, which is an exclamation mark, and we can just do return. Okay, right above here, I'm just gonna write a example string. Let me just remove this. Okay, so this is an example message content. This is basically what people say: come join my server, discord.gg/recon, please come. Alright, so we're actually gonna need to get this code. So it might be a little complicated, but just bear with me. So first, we're just gonna define a code, const code, equals to our aim right now is to get this code right after Discord.gg or discord.com/invite. We need this code so you can check if it's actually from the guild. So you can do that by doing message.content.split. You're going to split it by the link. Alright, so once it's splitted, it's going to look something like this. Let me just define array, and then it's going to look, come join my Discord server. It's going to be until here. And then the next one, as you can see, it already split link. So the next argument is going to be this. The arguments after this. So let's just do this. Okay, so array, come join my Discord server, recon please come. Alright, so this is actually the code that we need to find. So we're just going to use the second element by doing like that. The first. And then we can use dot split. So now we're actually targeting the second element here. So we want to get the first one. So we're going to split everything by spaces. So we can just do this, and then we're just going to get the first element by doing that. Okay, pretty simple. Next, we're going to check if the code is a invite code from the server. So we can just do const is guild invite equals to message.guild.invites.cache. So this is what we updated earlier in the ready event. And then we can do .has, and we can just pass in code in here so we can check the code. Okay, so if it's not a invite code, what am I even doing? Okay, if it's not an invite code, it's gonna come in here, and then we actually should delete the message. But before we delete the message, we actually have to check if it's a vanity invite link. So let me just show you what a vanity invite link is real quick. So let me just go to my Recon Dev Discord server. This is a thing that you can get if your server has 30 boosts. So if I go to where's vanity URL? So this is a vanity URL. It's basically a custom Discord server invite URL. So we need to check if it's actually from there as well. So we can do that by doing try. Just gonna wrap it all in a try catch. Let me just do this. Okay, try catch error. Okay, so in here we're actually gonna do const vanity equals to await message.guild.fetch vanity data. Okay, the reason I made a try catch is if the guild doesn't have a vanity URL, it's going to return an error which will run this code over here. So if it's not a vanity URL, we can just directly use the delete message function in here. Okay, and then next thing, if we can do something like if code, and then it's not equals to vanity, question mark dot, just in case if it's an error, question mark dot code, and we can just do return delete message as well. So yeah, that should be it. So let's just test it out. Let me just go in here, and then if I try to run discord.gg/recon, before that, I'm just gonna write a fake message so that you can differentiate where it is. So discord.gg/recon, and you should delete it. As you can see here, no advertisements here. Okay, next we're gonna go to my Recon Dev Discord server, which has a vanity URL. Just go to bot testing, and then if I try to run the vanity URL, let me just first start running a random server. So do something like that. As you can see, no advertisements in here. So if I try to run the vanity URL, it should allow me. As you see here, it allows me. And then if I try to create a new invite link, and then if I paste it in here, it should work as well. But if I try to do discord.gg/random, and then it's going to say no advertisements here. So the next thing you want to do is you want to cover how to disable some type of links, such as discord.io. So you can do that by doing right below const links. We can just do something like const forbidden links equals to an array as well. You can do discord.io, and then we can do something like youtube.com if you want, whatever link you want. Okay, in here we're just gonna do forbidden links dot for each and then link, and then we can do if message.content.includes, and then we can pass in link in here, and then we can just do return delete message. Perfect. So let's just test this out. If I go back in here and can do discord.io/testing. As you can see here, no advertisement here. If I do youtube.com/reconlx or whatever it is, you just say no advertisement here. So the last thing that I want to teach you guys is how to allow a specific member with a specific permission to to send this kind of invite links. So let's say that you want a guild administrator to bypass all of these anti-advertisement system. So you can do that simply by doing come right below this. If there is no guild, just come below this, and then we're just gonna do if message.member.permissions.has, and you can pass in whatever permissions you want. Let's say administrator, or you can do manage messages. Alright, and you just do return. So this basically means that if the person has this permission, it's gonna ignore the entire code right here. So let's just test this out. I currently have the manage messages permission. So if I try to run discord.gg/a random server, okay, it should allow me. And then, yeah, that should be it for today's video. If you want to watch more Discord.js tutorials, you should see a playlist you can click on the screen. Just click on that. There's tons and tons of tutorials. Other than that, have a nice day. See you in the next video. Bye!